Joining me today is Kim Wilhelm, Interim CEO of the Food Bank of Waterloo Region. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Of course, it's our pleasure to have you today. In the past, our team here at your region this week, we have chatted about how people can get involved and support the Food Bank of Waterloo Region. I know that you've said before that you suggest donating either a non-perishable food item or make a financial contribution or a financial donation. So tell me, what's more important? Is it the food item or is it that financial donation?
I always like the flexibility of both, and but truthfully, at this time of year, when our need is so high, truthfully, we have more flexibility with financial donations. Financial donations help us fill the gaps in our inventory very immediately. When we receive food donations, we're so grateful for them and they provide lots of variety, but it's a lot of physical work to prepare them and get them out the door to our partners. Whereas when we're purchasing donations, they're coming in, it's all the same item, and we can immediately get them out the door. It also allows us to look at what our highest need is in our inventory system in order for us to purchase what we're in need of, not necessarily what's being donated. The other piece with financial donations is individuals get an immediate tax receipt, which is wonderful. And I know it can help individuals. Every bit helps right now, which is so important for people. So yes, to answer that question, cash is preferable right now. But that said, if you don't feel that you have the funds in your budget to make a financial donation, you can consider picking up one of our most needed items when you're out at the grocery store. Things like canned beans, canned meat and fish, fruit, canned vegetables. Those are all items that go a long way, and you can pick them up and place them in at the bin on your way out of the grocery store.
Right, so in a way, either way, it's win-win.
It is.
If it's a food donation, you win, and if it's a financial donation, you win-win. And just that extra little push with the financial donation, it can multiply your efforts as well with getting that donation receipt. Very cool. I was going to ask you. Yeah, there you go. You just want to get your mic there. Thank you. Okay, so tell us to talk specifically about the impact of food donations. And you mentioned your most wanted food items, such as beans. You mentioned beans and the fruits and vegetables. How is that list curated, and what informs that most needed list?
That's a great question. We look at things that are most commonly requested by our agency partners. Things like canned beans, meat, fish, those are high in protein, and they're going to sustain an individual longer than maybe a bag of chips, as an example. And so we're really looking at things that are high in protein, low in sodium, things that maybe you can make a meal out of. So canned chilies are also great options. And so the canned food helps us give variety. We want to make sure that we have a diverse food diet for individuals, whether that's halal foods, whether that's foods for a diabetic diet. Those are all really important things for us as we're trying to better serve the community. We have an inventory system at the Food Bank of Waterloo Region, so we can immediately go into that inventory system and say, what are we running low on? What are our agencies purchasing or requesting the most, and how can we best meet those needs?
And with items like beans and the fruits and the vegetables, that can also serve a variety of different, dietary needs. If an omnivore or a vegetarian or a vegan can get those options. Excellent. Now with the agencies, you talk about your agencies that you work with. Can you give us an example of that?
Yes, we work with over 120 program and agency partners right here in Waterloo Region. So our job at the Food Bank of Waterloo Region is to ensure that our agencies have food. We work with farmers, grocery stores, community members to acquire that food, and then we distribute it to our agency partners. Those agency partners focus on mental health. They focus on food hamper programs. They have needs that they're trying to holistically support an individual, we can take care of the food so they don't have to worry about that. They can focus on the rest of the individual.
Right. So you provide that vital piece of the puzzle
Exactly.
in their care plan.
And food brings people together. Food nourishes people. A nutritious diet leads to better health, both physical health and mental well-being. So it's so important. Like you said, I love how you said that. It's the piece of the puzzle.
Very good. Well, thank you for sharing that, Kim. Now let's move over to the financial donations. How do they support the work of the food bank?
Very similarly, we can fill the gaps in our inventory. We can make sure that we're pulling together items to meet a diverse food need and ensure that the agency partners that we're working with have the food they need to better serve the population that they're immediately serving.
Right, so more targeted needs. Now, it is the season and people are in a giving year especially. Now, we have wonderful people in Waterloo Region, very
sure
generous all year round, but especially at the holiday time, we want to give back to our community. If someone wants to donate food to the food bank or make a financial donation, how do they go about doing that?
We try and make it as simple as possible for you. So if you have the funds available in your budget and you can make a financial donation, you can do so at our website at thefoodbank.ca and you'll receive an immediate tax receipt for your donation. For every $1 donated, due to the partnerships that we have, we can provide 2 meals. If you have room in your budget and you want to make a donation of food when you're out grocery shopping, pick up one of the items that we've just finished talking about and place it in the bin. Most grocery stores in the region, you'll find a bin at the door your way
there.
out. Walk
so
right
easy.
past. And we also, if you forget about the top needed food items, they're listed right on the bin. So we try and make it easy for you. But other people have time available. I mentioned earlier that sorting food takes a lot of work. And so we have lots of volunteer opportunities in our warehouse, out at events. So if you have time to give, come on over to our website at thefoodbank.ca and click on the volunteer button for more information on that.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, you can give in so many different ways. What is the need? It's a quick question, or maybe it's not a quick question, but a very important one. What is the need for food assistance in Waterloo Region? And when someone donates, who are the people that are benefiting?
Everyone. There's no single reason why somebody may need food assistance. Last year, our network provided food to over 58,000 individuals right here in Waterloo Region, and those 58,000 individuals access food support 450,000 times. That's 1 in 10 households that are accessing food assistance. It's 1 in 10 too many. So to put that in perspective, count 10 doors in your apartment or condo building, 10 houses in your street, 1 in 10 are accessing food assistance. People are forced to make such impossible choices. And they may need to access food assistance for many reasons. There could be a sudden illness of themselves or maybe a family member where they need to take a leave of absence. There could be an unexpected repair to maybe a car that's going to get them to and from their job. There's no one picture of a food bank user.
That's right. That's right. And job loss and whatnot as well. If someone out there watching this and they need to access the services, how can someone access food assistance in Waterloo Region?
I'm glad you asked, because it's not an easy thing to admit that you need help, but that's why we're here. We are here to help individuals who are in need of food. So there's a couple of things. If you're not sure you're ready to talk to somebody yet, you can go on our website at thefoodbank.ca and there's a button that says Need Food. Click on that button and it'll direct you to some community resources on how you can access food through our network of partners. Alternatively, you can call our food assistance outreach coordinator and she'll help direct you, and you can reach her at 519-743-5576. We want to make sure that you get the support that you need during this difficult time.
Well, thank you for sitting down with us today, Kim. This was such valuable information, both for those who can donate and for those who can help and for those who can access and really do need those services. Thanks for chatting with me today, Kim.
Thanks for shedding light on it. I appreciate it.